Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Tony Hawk, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your host, Locarthemanbeast. I was trying to think of, Parappa the Rapper, that's what I was trying to think of. I was like, what is this reminding me of? And also featuring me, Steve.
Man, talk about Parappa the Rapper. There's a set of like music-based games that have come out over the years that have been phenomenal, right? Like Guitar Hero always comes to mind, things like that. Did you ever play for the PSP Patapon?
Mm-mm.
It was so fucking simple. It was just, you just press X, circle, triangle, or square. That was all it was. But there were these little things called Patapons, and they were like, it was like an army or whatever, but they just looked super goofy. It was just like a round thing or a triangle, and it had like one eye in it or whatever. They looked like minions, and they would walk up and down like the thing, and you had to march to the way that they would say stuff. So pawn, pat the pawn. It was fucking addicting. I probably played that game for months at a time. That was when I worked at GameStop.
That makes sense. Pawn, pat the pawn. You're just chewing on a bottle cap.
Yeah, Patapon.
Yeah, Patapon. Fucking love this game.
What's up, man? How you been?
I'm here.
Yeah?
I'm in a funk.
Yeah, I see it in your eyes. Try a colon cleanse?
I
just
yeah.
Put fingers up there just to try it out?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried that.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the opposite effect of just like getting everything out of there. So far, I'm just shoving every collectible I can just right up my ass.
Yeah.
Bobbleheads, commemorative coins.
Oh,
those plates that you get from like your grandma when she dies.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom's like, you should keep these. These will be worth money someday. Like shit like that. Like it's just all right up my ass.
My dad had like, I don't remember where he got them. I think McDonald's was selling them at one point. There was like collectible Disney glasses. Do you remember that?
I was just about to say the Disney plates that you get from like Bradford Exchange, worthless.
Yeah.
The glasses for McDonald's, those go for big money on fucking eBay.
There's like Mickey Mouse, like Fantasia's Mickey Mouse, Bambi, a bunch of shit like that.
They have all those glasses, like the Flintstone ones. You remember those? Like shit like that. That goes for big money because everybody's like, dude, we used to have those.
Yep.
But like somebody's dad got fucking pissed at like a football game and like threw one, and then I guess the set's just like this one died, this one died, this one died, and everybody wants them. Dude, I would pay top dollar for some of those Flintstone glasses.
Top dollar. They have to be somewhere. I know my dad like refused to get rid of them because he was like, my dad's also one of those guys. He looks at something and he's like, in 20 years, this is gonna be worth like my retirement fund. Okay, man.
Dude, Pokemon cards.
I mean, true.
See, the kicker is though. I was thinking about this the other day. We told our parents like no, like these are gonna be worth money. That these are collectibles. We're just buying them back. It's all us that are like rebuying them from abnormal prices. All the people that said they're gonna be worth money someday, they're like, I told you, I'm gonna pay 10 grand for this now.
Yeah.
Like it's no sane person. It's just grown up us with money.
That's literally how an NFT works, right?
Weirdly enough, I was just looking at NFTs.
Me too. Like 2 days ago.
I heard like Bored Apes were going for like nothing. I mean, nothing is still like in the like $14,000. But considering they were going for like millions,
I mean, you could still pick up a bunch of Bored Apes for like, I don't know, I would say like a couple $100 at most at this point. Like
I would buy one. Just for the memes.
Just to have it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Just to have it, because nobody else will ever have it. It's already changed hands 9,000 times from everybody like, sell. You're like, there's only one of these, but they've already like used it for like marketing and shit and fucking.
I mean,
no value left to it whatsoever.
We held out long enough. I have yet to purchase an NFT. I think this channel started with us talking about NFTs.
Yeah,
you know
right
what I mean?
there.
Like that was like the first couple podcasts that we had done because they were so big.
I would to go back and rewatch that one because I'm pretty sure I was sipping the Kool-Aid. I wasn't drinking it, but I was like, maybe they're onto something. And now looking back, it's like, oh, you fucking idiots. Logan Paul got you so bad.
I'll never know, though. I don't think I will ever buy an NFT.
I almost made us an NFT around that time.
I
when we were
remember.
getting, like the logo design and stuff. I was like, dude, we should turn into an NFT just for lulz. But I'm pretty sure like the asking price was like $500 to $800 to like set everything up and make the NFT out of your logo. And I was like, that's a little much for a fucking joke.
Could we not just fucking buy like a cheap ass blockchain and then just
know how it works to this day? I'm still pretty sure it's all fucking smoke and mirrors.
It's just
we tried. We were like, it's a non-fungible token, and so for certain parts of the blockchain, like you were explaining it, and I was like, yeah, I read that too, and I still don't get it.
We peaked, man.
I think this time it saved us.
Mm-hmm. Well, did it though? Okay, here's the thing.
We're old enough to remember Bernie Madoff. Fuck out of here, nerds.
Here's the thing. I could have made a lot of money on Dogecoin if I didn't hold on to it. If I just sold, I would have made a shit ton of money. But instead I was like, no, if they can at least get it to $1.
We're waiting for $1. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it ramped so fast, so quick that day. I was like, there's no way it'd stop. And then it hit 69 cents. And
Dude, I knew people that bought like $3,000 worth of Doge at like 75 cents. They're like, dude, once this hit $1, we're going to be rich. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude, we're already dropping. Like, it'll come back.
I mean, it came back a little bit. I mean, it's still more than what I originally paid into it, but I'm just thinking of how much money I invested.
I'm just thinking how I'm going to spend this 11 cents that I have. Yeah. It's just burning a hole in my fucking pocket.
I unfortunately, like when I
can't even cover one Unreal Engine game. Okay.
I bought Unity game.
Yeah.
I think when I bought Doge, it was like 0.0007 or some shit like that. Some ridiculous. And I pumped like, I think additionally or at the very beginning, maybe like $500 into it.
Oh, I had $40 at 0.0001. And then I had it for like a month. And I was like, why did I let that guy tell me to buy this? And I like just got rid of it.
Yeah.
And then Doge started blowing up again. And I think I bought it like 0.001.
Yeah.
And like I did the math and it like came out to like 50 grand or something like that. And I was like, you stupid motherfucker, Brad.
Yeah. When I bought into it, I dumped a ton of money. I think I've got like something like 4,800 shares or like $5,000 in shares. And like, if it had hit $1, you know what I mean?
Life-changing money.
No, now it just sits there. I also bought it through fucking.
Now it's an NFT.
Yeah, now it's an NFT. Exactly. It's just something for me to check on my phone to be like, I play the stocks. I also bought it through Robinhood, which was the worst way to purchase it. And I didn't realize it at the time that Robinhood did not integrate a transferable wallet. So the only way I can get that money out is I would have to sell it back through Robinhood. I was like, oh, this is trash. So live and learn.
You can list it. You're never going to sell it.
You don't know. No, I'll tweet Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Do you want any of these?
You ever see that? You ever see the Asian Elon Musk?
I think so.
He's like, I can't tell if he actually looks that much like Elon Musk or if he's just got like a filter on his face. But he speaks like zero English. It is hooray! Elon Dogecoin. He just pulls out money and starts slapping this guy in Dogecoin. Tesla, and then he smacks sort of like a Chinese Tesla, and that's it. And half the time he has his shirt off.
Oh man, fuck! It's a whole nother day and age. We're almost to the end of the year, man.
Thank fucking God, dude.
Yeah, 2023 kind of blew past. So this past weekend we went down to Gilroy and Hollister for the Ren Fair. What a fucking event that was.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. It was cool. It was fine. There was nothing really wrong with the Ren Fair itself. I was like, my back was kind of bugging me for work, so I think I was just like not in the right state of mind for that. I got off of work on Friday. Cliff came down to meet us. We carpooled and then we drove all the way down. It's like 3 hours to get to Gilroy. Parked up in a hotel. First off, if no one's ever been to Gilroy, it just fucking smells like garlic and shit 24/7. And that's because it's like one of the biggest like garlic manufacturers. Like,
it's just garlic and cows.
That's all it is. It's all it is. And then they use the cow's manure to grow the garlic. So it's just like, it smells like shit and garlic 24/7. Like, you couldn't walk outside without being like, don't, like, you couldn't breathe through your mouth because it just like permeated. You go to bed, you wake up and you're like, oh God, is it me? Like,
it's in me.
So like we get down on Friday, we met up with everybody. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings. We had dinner, had a couple drinks. It was nice, just catching up with people. Back to the hotel, crashed out. Me, Cliff, and James drank for a little bit, and then woke up in the morning, got dressed, did like a costume, a bunch of stuff, and then drove out like 20 minutes out to Hollister, and then went to the Ren Fair that was out there. It's cool. I like the idea of what Ren Fairs are. This is how you know you're getting old. Where like we're walking around, and I'm just like, there's too many goddamn people here. Like, I was just like, they couldn't do anything. It was just a little too cramped. It was a little too warm, especially being in like a full outfit too. Wandering around, trying to do stuff. It's like, all right, let's get some drinks. I spent like $200 at the Ren Fair just on drinks and food. Not like I bought a fucking drinking horn. The cheapest thing I bought. It's like $40 for the drinking horn. A Bud Light was $15.
I mean, did the Bud Light at least fill the drinking horn?
I bought the Bud Light before I bought the drinking horn. I will tell you that was the best.
Did you drink out of the drinking horn?
No, God no. No, because when you buy it, it was hung, right? And then some guy was like, when he gives it to you, he gives you like a thing. Yeah, I swear to God, he just like, he splashed some water, like stuck his hand in this and was like, all right, here you go. And I was like, he's like, you can drink out of that. I'm like, yeah, I probably won't. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
He's just finger fucking it.
It was dope. I bought this one because it was like, it's like, it's small, it's fun. It's like, looks nice. They had like a Longhorn, like fucking this big. I was like, oh yeah, that would be dope. It's like $300. Yeah, $300 for it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Everything there was so expensive. All the little shops. I was like, let me buy some knickknacks. Everything was so fucking expensive. Beer was expensive. It was hot. It was dusty.
It's like, okay, before you say $300 was a lot for it, there's some dead like 20-year-old Texas Longhorn thing who got reduced to a drinking horn. It's just one dead cow. He's like, this is what my life is. $600.
They didn't even use the meat for anything else. They just fucking just took the horns.
Just
it was okay. I thought it was gonna be more like you'd walk in and it looked like a Renaissance, like there was shit on the ground, people like riding horses and stuff in the middle of town, like people being more in character. It wasn't that. It was just a place where a bunch of people that did Ren Fair crafts could sell their shit, and someone could sell you a turkey leg for $30. It was shit. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, I'm good. I saw it once. I probably wouldn't do it again. If we were to do it again, I would only do a one day. Wouldn't get the hotel because the hotel was kind of expensive too. I would just go down for the day. They gave you like what for ins and outs. So just go as much as you want. In, out, in, out. Didn't matter. You just got a stamp. That's all you did. And we paid $30 for like premier parking. So the like from the entrance to the car was like, I could have thrown a rock and hit the car. It's like, oh, fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
So because they gave you ins and outs, we had like a cooler that had some beers and stuff and some chips. I just bring everything. I would bring food and as much alcohol as we could just get plastered tailgate in the parking lot, go in, do the Ren Fair stuff. They had a schedule, so it's like, oh, let's go see jousting at 1, go and watch the jousting, come back to the car, fucking drink, go back in, do stuff. I think that would be the better option for that.
That's what you should have done. Because you know why? You get plastered in the parking lot, and then you walk in, all of a sudden, to you, it is medieval times.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're in the land of joys. And fucking, oh, I stepped in, some house done. Just all of a sudden, you're transported.
Oh, yeah. That was...
Or, if not that, why don't we all just go to medieval times? I've never been, but I've seen the Cable Guy.
Yeah. Those even still exist? I don't think... They're not on the West Coast, though.
Hey, Siri. Where's the closest medieval times?
About 400 years ago.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think they're mostly East Coast, if there is anything.
We're going to
Massachusetts.
Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just
if I'm gonna spend the money like I did, let's go and do something. It's supposed to be like the biggest Ren Fair in Northern California.
There is one in Orlando.
Do you want to go to Florida?
Alligators and Renaissance?
Apparently, did you hear this? Well, I guess this is
alligator roasting.
No. Write it like the back of it. Just
they're doing gladiator fights, just throwing in fucking alligators from the audience.
Apparently, iguanas are an invasive species out in Florida.
Oh yeah,
and they just swarm like waves of fucking.
Yeah, you got there with an air rifle and just dropped those motherfuckers left and right.
I saw a video today. It was like, oh, I guess all the babies hatched. And there's just like thousands of iguanas just like running across this lawn. I'm like, holy shit, man.
And if you've seen Meg 2, you know that can turn into a problem.
I believe you.
You haven't seen it? Oh. Come on.
Bro.
You got to. Just for Jason Statham riding a fucking wave on a jet ski holding a fucking makeshift bomb spear.
I don't know how I saw a clip. I don't know where I saw the clip. I don't know if it was on Reddit.
When we get off of this, I'm going to turn on the TV. I'm going to fast forward to that part, and I'm going to send you a picture of this Renaissance painting of fucking Jason Statham.
I just saw the part where like the guy was in the helicopter and the Kraken was like attacking the helicopter and the little girl was like running on the dock or whatever, trying to get to the helicopter. And I was just like, and that's when I saw Jason Statham on like the jet ski. And I was like, what in the fuck is this movie, man?
There's so many points in that movie that you're just like, why is this a thing? Why is this? Why?
You know what? More power to him. Make shit movies and sell big like that. I wish I was 20 years younger. And well, no, that's too late. 10 years younger, 15 years younger at least. And like smoke a fatty blunt and go and watch that movie. That sounds fucking that sounds like a great time. I saw Scary Movie in theater. That's why I did. Smoked a blunt and then went to watch that movie. I saw Anchorman High. Like all those movies were fantastic for that reason. And I feel like that is what those movies need. You just need to just like fucking a couple bong rips and then just go the whole time. Yeah, just and have fun that way.
You're already like fucking like holding your side from laughing so hard, just ordering the tickets.
Yeah. We're going to see Meg. Oh. That's a whole nother thing. So what have you been playing, man? Any games?
No. A little Tarkov with Will and Rye.
Yeah.
While you guys were gone. But other than that, just work. Work and trying to fix the old bitch.
What'd she do? She break up with you?
No, the computer. Jesus.
Did you get your MOBO in?
I sent it off for RMA.
Okay.
It should. I missed the last exit window by like 30 minutes.
So I had to cycle for the weekend.
I was pulling apart the MOBO. The M.2, we have like, there's like so much of that like thermal padding.
Yeah.
That like, oh, that took me like 2 hours. I had like craft razor blades and syringes with rubbing alcohol, like peeling back,
Oh,
applying,
whoa.
peeling back because I couldn't get it out. Like it was gonna snap off
Yeah.
the thing inside the slot. I couldn't get it back. It was so anchored in. So I sat there with that and
They lift up.
yeah, but what I'm saying is I couldn't get it out far enough that lifting up wouldn't snap off the fucking teeth in the actual slot.
No. It's got a pivot head on it. So the M dots go in at a 45 and then they just press down. So then you just lift straight up and then pull out.
That would have saved me a significant amount of time then.
That's okay.
Well, there was that.
But those
there,
thermal pastes
and-
were sticky. When I put the pads down, I was like, I think this is like a one and done, dude.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh, like I was like, I don't have like my CPU like socket cover.
Mhm.
I don't have anything. And they're like, oh, we have one that you can use.
Right,
Like,
right.
we'll give you like a box and stuff like that. And the CPU socket cover did not fit that whatsoever. It was like completely for a different one. So I had like all of my like 3D printing tool, like little snips and stuff. And I was snipping around that
to
make
fit.
it fit just that. And I used just enough tape so that nothing covered the actual
Yeah.
board. It was on that metal bracket, like
Yeah.
really meticulously, because I was like, I don't want to get fucking
Yeah.
denied my RMA for some dumb shit.
Yep. No, I agree.
And then like the anti-static bag they gave me like wasn't big enough for it. So I had to like cut a certain part and like kind of like fold it in. And then I finally got everything and I went to like UPS. I was like, I need to send this today. And he's like, dude, last one was at 2. I was like, it's 2:20. Fucking come on. And I was like, okay. And I had everything like wrapped in a box. And I was like, I want you to wrap this box and put it in a bigger box. And he's like, huh? He's like, is it not wrapped good enough in there? And I was like, nope, not for this. And he's like, what is it? I see it's EVGA. And I was like, it's a MOBO. And he's like, oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. Do you want to insure it? It comes with like $150 free insurance. I was like, we're definitely insuring this.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, how much do you insure for? I was like, $750. He's like, you spent $750 on the MOBO? I was like, I don't want to talk about it, dude. I just want you to insure it and I want to ship this off. Cost me like $80 just to send it.
Yeah.
But it should be getting there tomorrow. And then hopefully I have it by Friday. And then I can take this
Over to those guys
and just be done with it.
Yeah, EVGA was pretty quick on the turnaround, man. Well, I got notification that my RMA was picked up, and then I think it was like within 12 hours, I got a notification that was sent out. Like it was like picked up and then sent out. Like I went to bed with an email, I woke up with an email. I was like, holy shit, okay. So
let's go.
So they're a good company, man. I respect the shit out of them. Hopefully it all comes out.
That's why almost everything I have in this is EVGA where I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's purely off of your RMA experience.
That one time, dude. That one time. So I'm pissed they don't make graphics cards anymore. But we'll go MSI. Yeah. We'll go MSI. That'll be fine. Could be worse. How's Tarkov been? See, that's why you're in a funk.
It's been good. Goddamn the cheaters.
Yeah.
Like literally, I was texting Will and he's like, dude, this guy was running so fast. I was like, oh, that's a cheat. And like, he's like, I don't want to just like report every single person that kills me. I was like, trust me, like, I feel weird because in the last like 2 days, I've reported 8 people. But I promise you, like, I didn't report anybody the entire last time. There are times where like you just get fucking head eyes from nowhere.
Right.
And you can just say, like, you know what? I probably never saw that coming. But like the times I'm getting killed, it's like Rye dies, Will dies. I fucking peel back around a corner, down a hallway on a separate level, and I get fucking one tapped by bullshit ammo.
Yep.
Through a helmet. Like there's like shit like that where I'm like, report. And yeah.
Do you ever get in Tarkov? Do you get notifications that the people you report have been banned?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I've had 3 so far.
I mean, it feels good to know that that's working.
It'd feel better if you could at least like get your gear back. If they had something like Cycle Frontier started implementing.
Yep. Or even if it wasn't your gear, but like every report gave you they could go back and just see, and they just give you the rubles worth of whatever your gear was worth. So it doesn't feel like at least there's some type of compensation for like, yeah, you've spent time and effort into this, but at least you can, you know, make up with it.
Yeah.
I also feel like, I know it sounds goofy, but if there was a bigger butthole space, I feel like it would be less crazy for like if I died like to a cheater or something like that, but I had a bigger butthole space where I could put more important shit, because that slot is not very big. There's not a whole lot of stuff that you can put in there. So if that space
game exciting.
So cheaters are exciting. You dying to cheaters constantly is exciting.
No, but it adds an element to it.
I think we talked about this before. There's no good way of learning to play the game or becoming a better player by just constantly dying to cheaters.
Not to cheaters.
Yeah.
Dying to better players. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cheaters. I mean, the first time I saw like the guy running fast. I mean, like I'm in woods and like my mouse is going like this and I'm still barely keeping up. I'm like, it's like, Jesus Christ, this dude is moving so fast. And it like clicked. I was like, oh no. Oh no. It's like a horror movie when like a vampire's like and like you can't see it and all of a sudden he's there. I mean, I'm on top of a rock and like Will's like, oh fuck, you just hear I'm dead. And then Ryan's like, I'm coming, and then you just see the guy like you're like behind, right? I'm dead. And I'm like,
just stay,
oh no, and I'm like the last one. I'm not even running. I'm like walking. I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. Nope. I'm not gonna get him. And then I'm halfway across the map, like, you guys, I think he ignored me because I have a shit gun. Nope, he came back and he found me.
I would have yeeted my weapon in this direction, yeeted my weapon in that direction, just like fuck.
I didn't even have anything good. But there's times where like if I'm like bleeding out, even like if it's like a fair fight, like they're not cheaters, they just are fairly beating me. Oh, I'll be on the ground crying, just throwing Bitcoin and stuff in like the tall grass, throwing everything I can out of my bag. I'm petty. Fuck that. You're not getting any of this shit I died with.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's too funny. I've been playing Stalker. So it's a mod for a mod, or an overhaul mod. So Stalker Anomaly is the overhaul mod for the original Stalker games. So Shadow Chernobyl, Clear Skies, and Call of Pripyat were the 3 original games from like 07, 08, and 2010. I don't know if we talked about this or not. Maybe not. Last week? Did we talk about this?
No, not that. Oh, no, Stalker's a long time ago when I tried to get you to. This is like NFT.
Okay.
Like way back then.
So those 3 games. So there is an overhaul mod that was done for it called Anomaly. And what this guy did is he basically took all of the games and slapped them all together and then gave it all HD textures, like new gun mechanics, like just fucking cleaned the game up drastically. Anomaly's fucking beautiful. So you can play through the story of the original 3 games, but in the sense of this giant overhaul HD textured pack. And first off, it's beautiful. Like, I love Stalker games. That, like, this mod alone, this standalone, is fucking brilliant. Then there's a guy who made this Gamma mod for it that took the original Stalker game and kind of shuffled it up and turned it into like a survival game. And so like traders don't sell weapon and gear anymore. You have to do missions that unlock stashes. You have to then hunt for stashes, and that's how you get gear. And the only way to, once you get gear and stuff like that, they all come like pretty low quality. You have to break them all down, grab all the different mechanics of them, and then start building your weapons to make it better.
Tarkov.
Yeah, remember, Tarkov is based off of Stalker.
I know. Oh, I know. That's all we learned about this the first time was you should play Tarkov. No, you should play Stalker. That's the original. Tarkov ain't shit, Brad. That's where all this started.
The thing is this game is fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. It looks so good. It's so much fun to play. It is a single player experience, which is fine. It's not anything bad. You guys are sucking the dick of fucking Baldur's Gate for so long. Let me have one single player I enjoy. But it's been a complete beautiful experience to just run around and play this game. My favorite fucking part about this, completely free. All you have to do is just download a couple zip files, and install it a very specific way, and the game just fucking plays. And it is so good. It's so good. I've like literally stopped playing other games because I've just been like, I just want to play this. I just want to play this. I'm just like gearing out to the teeth, running around, doing missions, doing crazy shit, running into anomalies. And it looks so fucking cool. It looks so good. I think everybody, if you just get bored of dying to cheaters, that's what you need to play.
Yeah. I mean, no single player, no multiplayer. You don't have to worry about cheaters.
No. Stalker 2 is coming out, and I think Stalker 2 actually has a multiplayer like game mode. I don't know if it is. I don't think it's like an arena or like a shooter type of style. I think it might be a co-op experience. I don't know. I could be wrong. I got to look into this a little bit more. But I'm down to lose my life in Stalker 2 when it comes out. I think it's coming out in like February or something like that. I'm so ready for it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Game is so good, man. It's so good. You gotta be tactful. You gotta be slow. You run into mutants. You run into other fucking faction players. The military still just one-shot you. You gotta be careful about it. It's just so cool, man. It's so cool. And it's the original soccer game I love, but it's like the graphics for today. Oh god.
This sounds a lot like Tarkov.
It even looks like Tarkov. It even plays like Tarkov. You know what the difference is? Nobody runs at 100 miles an hour.
Oh god.
Well, you know what you wanted in Tarkov every once in a while is like a single player experience. I definitely wish that the offline rating was something that maybe I understand that they can't let things carry over, but at least like some
There
things.
is a complete it's a mod that basically like makes your game unable to connect to servers, but there is a complete like single player only Tarkov where they have mods where like you shoot if you shoot people with like shotguns close enough, like their arm flies off and shit like that.
Oh, that sounds sick.
And there's a whole bunch of different like quality of life improvements, like where the game makes it like purposely hard that like they're like oh no, like we could show you like your key binds and stuff, and like you have like maps and shit like that.
Oh yeah, man.
They do have that.
If all it was like a fold out map in a sense where you could just see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have that in regular Tarkov.
Yeah.
You just never find them ever.
Never.
I have two.
I hate the fact that playing Tarkov is like you want to. So the first thing you need to do before
Tarkov takes a week.
Yeah.
To even.
Yeah. First thing you need to do to learn Tarkov is buy a second monitor so you can open up the interactive map on your second monitor. And then you can play the game.
First off, if you're playing Tarkov, you already need a computer that probably already has a second monitor, okay? That shit fucking stutters on streets on my current computer. And from what I've heard, 4090s aren't handling it too well either.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's cards have melted because of that game.
Yeah. It's a chonky boy.
It is. Well, it's also because it's an unoptimized piece of shit.
I actually was like listening to a guy bitch about, he's like, why do they keep optimizing it? You don't put the crown molding on a house while you're still putting up the fucking drywall. Like you need to finish the game. He's like, we've had Kaban, who just came out, they've had renderings of him since 2018 and he just got released. Like they need to focus on that and then start optimizing. But like at the same time, I see where Tarkov's coming from, where it's like, but we're making money to keep this going, to make it better.
Sure.
Like they just haven't found that middle ground.
Well, the middle ground is like get the baseline of the engine running, because you're also trying to bring out the arena base fucking side of this. And
that shit pisses me off. Like nobody really cares about fucking arena. That should be an afterthought.
100%.
Why are you even putting like effort
100%.
into this?
Well, not only that, but you're just copying and pasting engine for engine. And if your engine's already buggy as fucking Tarkov, then it's gonna be buggy as fucking arena, and people are only gonna be pissed off, right? So it's like,
it was really funny watching like the arena gameplay, like the first like where they had like people. It was like in some like convention in Russia, and like they had people like playing it, and like all like the pro Tarkov people's like reactions are like, these guys even played Tarkov? Like, what are you doing? Like, oh god, like we would fucking roll these guys. They're playing it like it's Call of Duty. Like, they're like running and like trying to peek the corners, but like how it works is like if you have momentum and inertia and you go to like peek, you will like slide way further out.
Yeah.
And guys just getting fucking clapped left and right.
Yeah.
The arena thing, I get how it could be fun to like you could like workshop like weapons, like, oh, how does this, like, how am I gonna play with this? And wonderful for like newer players who aren't like huge into the PvP or doesn't have the confidence, like warm up with a few rounds of that before you go out there and you risk your fucking 3 million ruble kit.
Okay,
but at the same time, you're just making like your version of Call of Duty, and nobody that plays that is really a Call of Duty play. They're playing it for the Tarkov experience and for you to kind of make that lateral over while you're still not finished with what everybody's paying for in the first place. Seems weird.
So I think the cool thing about what it is like it does have, like, there are some people that just want to get into the firefights. They just play the game to like fucking find people and get into the firefights. And I like that you basically can minimize a 45-minute raid down to like a couple like 10-minute matches where it's just going to be firefights. And so therefore you're not like mobbing all the way across customs to then just getting picked off by a sniper or whatever. Like you can at least engage a little bit and have that. The problem is it's a separate fucking price for its own standalone bullshit.
Not if you have the EOD version.
Okay, not if you spend $150.
140, and they're currently having a 25% off sale.
No, it's 150. I just looked at this.
They're having a 25% off sale.
I see what you're saying. Gotcha. $150
for a quality game, for one of the most amazing first-person shooter experiences of your life.
Yeah. And the only thing you have to do,
not only
2 monitors,
height over bore, they have full ballistics based off minute of angle measurements to where the angle of which your guy shoots, if you're leaning and you're doing a distance shot, you not only have to account for vertical drop, but the angle of your bore.
Yeah.
It is wild.
How in depth everything is. Remasters has that too. If you lean and shoot, you have to like angle for the lean, and that's a block voxel based shooter. You know that? It's wild how that technology exists.
It's easier if it's block based because everything's already a graphed.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Now we've got laser. We have plagiarized, non-licensed laser recorded products in this.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is because I'm like a gun nut and like following all these gun companies and hearing them bitch about Tarkov and not knowing a clue what Tarkov is. They're stealing our fucking products. They're not paying us shit. Yeah. They fucking like. There's so many people like bitching, and then like you're in game, you're like, hey, I remember this guy's Instagram post from 5 years ago. He was mad.
I mean, it's lawless in Russia, man. You can do that.
Yeah, they don't care.
Just photocopy shit into the game as much as you want. Who cares?
Please come try to sue me.
Yeah, you can get into Russia.
My lawyer's office got bombed.
Fuck, man. I hope the best for Tarkov. It is quite amazing to me still that the idea behind playing Tarkov is your best experience is to download cheats.
No.
Yeah. Why not? Everybody else is doing it. At least I can play the game. At least I won't die to random shit.
Where's the fun?
I don't know. Everybody else is doing it. It's got to be fun, right?
Yeah. No, they don't understand what fun is. That's like the arena. Like if you don't get to take out everybody's gear out of raid, is it that cool that you just wiped a 5-man? No, the cool thing is when you wipe a 5-man. I have never wiped a 5-man. The cool thing is when you wipe a 1-on-1 and like you get to go over to his body and you're like, not only did I beat you, but holy shit, I beat you and you have that, and now I get to take that with me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
Now imagine if you had the cheats on top of that, and you won every single one of those interactions.
Fuck out of here. Spooky games. Are we playing it this weekend?
We can.
Demonologist.
Let's go.
I just want a drunk game night.
Yeah, we can definitely do it this weekend. That'd be fun, man. Get them recording it.
Demonologist, Faz, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it. What did I put out on Monday? I put out Forewarned on Monday. It was me, Aaron, and Cliff a couple months back. We played this game. And I've been meaning to make a video of it, and it's just perfect that it came up during this. That game was a lot of fun. I forgot how cool that game was.
Oh, the Mortician's Assistant or whatever that one was. That's like, you know, those like things where like a snake is like sitting by a thing and all of a sudden it jumps and you jump back like 3 times. Like you're like, oh, and I was like, I like rewind. I was like, what is he? I didn't see it. And I'd be like, I don't know what he's jumping at. And then like 5 minutes later, oh shit, like, like get me.
There was so many little, I don't know if it was just because I was so heightened, like already just like started knowing it was spooky and it was like fucking 2 a.m. But, the first jump scare, the first legit jump scare I got in the game was when I was the tutorial. When I was walking, I was like, "Oh, thanks for leaving me a dead body." And he's like, "Rebecca." I was like, "Whoa!" So loud. I was like, "Holy shit!" I hadn't turned the game down at that point yet, too, so it was like blaring in my ears. So it's just like your footsteps walking to a dead body, and this guy goes, "Rebecca." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
man, there was
the grandma by the window. That was creepy.
Yeah.
That would kind of make my skin crawl a little bit.
So the ghost creature kept like showing up, and I was like, you shouldn't be here.
Don't start with me. Yeah.
And it ran at me.
Yeah.
Like you see this because I took my hands off the mouse because oh Jesus.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it's not going to do well on the channel, and I forgot I don't know if I forgot about this, but I didn't really pay attention to it specifically. So YouTube has pretty much like delisted that. It got the Hogwarts Legacy treatment, and this is from a while back. And so what ended up happening is a bunch of big name like YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, a bunch of other people, they had played this game, and it went out on their channel and got millions and millions of views and made a shit ton of money for them. Right, perfect, whatever. And then a couple lesser known YouTube channels, but like still fairly famous or whatever, started putting these videos out, and they started getting, their channel started getting hit with adult only content or not suitable for children and stuff like that. And I think it finally crept down to some black guy or whatever. So YouTube, I can't remember his name.
Whoa, Tony Hawk.
Easy, man, it's fine. But then he came out and was like, I think you guys are just doing this race-based. Like, why am I getting demonetized in the sense of, you know, this is my livelihood, but this one video is being demonetized after people like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye put this video out, and they made them millions of dollars, right? Or, well, you know, whatever it is, millions of views to equate to how much money that was.
Yeah.
Why is my channel now getting hit for that when the big names? And so Markiplier and Jacksepticeye had all come out and they were like, fair is fair. If you're demonetizing him, why aren't you demonetizing us? And then, so it spiraled this whole thing of, okay, depending on.
So it's not the game or the devs, it's the fucking. It's like the YouTube and the algorithm or whatever.
So they did it specifically saying the reason why it's being hit on that level or it won't be pushed is because there's like instances of self-harm and drug use and stuff like that inside the game that's a little bit more up there than most other games, even though things like GTA still get pushed through. So I don't know. I don't know. I just think YouTube was like, we got hit real hard with this, so we're just going to make sure that game is just delisted in a sense. So it won't ever be pushed forward. No one will ever, like, it'll never be recommended on anybody's channel. You won't naturally see it. You'd have to go to our channel to view it. And I know it won't do well, but I was like, well, fuck it. We'll have it on the channel anyway. It's fun. It's spooky. Yeah, I had a blast with it. And I actually want to play it again. Like, as creepy as that is, because
and get the right ghost to see what the next one is.
Yeah, or like figure out how to get in the basement or what that old.
I thought for sure that you had the right ghost.
I thought I did too. I was so logical in my head. I found out after going back and rewatching the video and the edit. He does fucking tell me where to get the code to get in the computer is. He said
I was screaming it at my phone.
I was screaming so mad.
The back of the access card. The back of the access card. I'm screaming it.
Now remember, that was the first thing I heard was the tapes, and then I've gone like an hour and a half of playing this game, like jump scared and spooked. I had forgot completely, and I was trying to re-listen to tapes, and I was like, I have no fucking idea where he said this was.
I was yelling.
I know, so mad. And then of course, like I went back and rewatched it. I was like, oh damn it. So like for me, I want to go back and play it just to see what else is different, or like, because after you finish it, it says night or shift 1 complete. So it's like, oh, you can obviously play it again to do different shifts. So different things have to happen. There's also a sliding scale of like how much you want hauntings to happen. So like the basic game was like middle of the road or something like that. So it's like, fucking slam that sucker all the way up and see what happens. Because I mean, there's enough creepy stuff, and I've watched other people play it, especially when it first came out.
We need to drag your computer out to the fucking living room while we're all drunk, turn all the lights off, have it on the big screen. And
that would be amazing. We'll put the sound system. We'll plug the sound system into the
like
TV.
An air horn integration where if the volume spikes over a certain decibel, just fucking oh shit.
I have an idea for 7 days that I want to do. I was watching Neebs Gaming do this, and it's really a cool idea. I think we should do it. We can make it like a short little, couple parter. It doesn't have to be anything easy. It's a horde every night event, but it's basically who can stay alive the longest, or X amount of lives and who can stay alive the longest type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I say we just crank up the difficulty. Crank up the difficulty, crank up the experience, crank up the zombies, and then just
max horde right off rip.
Max horde, max difficulty, whatever it comes out to. Spawn into the game and just stick a couple things down. Like give it.
Well, I survived for 4 minutes. I survived 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, I just think it'd be cool, like depending on how crazy it is for a horde night, to see how long someone could survive or whatever. And if it's a horde every night, like you'll never have enough time to put a base together, especially with the way Alpha 21 works. You never get enough material, but you could take over a POI and just run circles, or you could just run around outside all night if you wanted to. But like, say you gave yourself, like how they're doing it, it's just 3 lives. So you can die 3 times and the last person alive is the winner. But just run it that way and like do like the first.
You literally just survive just by sprinting.
Yeah.
Put all your points into stamina.
Yeah. And just run.
Fucking never coming back.
I don't know. I thought it was a really cool idea. I'd love to do something like that. Because we still need to sit down and shoot season 2 of Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor. We're almost So we're almost a year from when we shot the last Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor.
No, that tracks.
That tracks. I feel like it's good. As long, all we have to do is one of us has to get COVID or the flu, and we need to shoot it right before Christmas, and then we can bring it out by April of next year.
Perfect.
Dude, well, it'll just be a seasonal thing for us.
Yeah. That's what the fans want.
That's what the fans want. Yeah, everybody is screaming for fucking Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor.
Listen, I hear people asking, where's Mark Finan all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Mostly in the Sacramento area. And they go, he's right over here, Bob. And he tells you, like, the weather. But
Walter Walters.
And chief meteorologist.
I just realized my parents gave me 2 first names.
Absolutely.
I rewatched the first 2 episodes. Probably, was it last week, maybe? Or whenever we talked about it last, I was like, "Oh, we should shoot that." I was going to bed and I just put on like the first couple episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot how funny we like made that. Like we could
new series.
That's what I was saying. Just the new series. The whole rest of it was dog shit. But like just the new series.
Well, the rest of it, like it was like you could really tell with like COVID, but it was like the stark difference between like the intros and like the news, and then like our Brad, you need to talk in this episode. Oh yeah, sorry.
There's a few good parts. I feel like the first couple episodes are great. The last couple episodes are fantastic. Like,
yeah,
I had so much fun shooting that. We should do that again. That's got to be top of our list coming up here before the end of the year.
We're not close, but we're not close. We have the world. We have our POI. It's just getting it to
I think we're
week 2.
I think we're day 2 right now, because we're still just kind of figuring out Alpha 21 when we put it all together. We've got our base. We figured out where we're going to be.
Yeah.
Right. So
a lot of the legwork's done.
Yeah, we've got all the groundwork is set.
Of,
just finding that 7 hours to shoot.
Yeah.
Or
and hopefully having somebody who could like maybe work another camera angle.
Yeah, that would be so cool. I mean, even if it isn't, I feel like the same
For
way
like all the episodes.
Well, okay, let's say that we don't have someone to shoot the camera angles. That's fine. Or the like how we wanted Sean to come in and do certain things. We could potentially still like edit around that or cut around that, where we could shoot the whole 7 days for us, and then at the end of every day or the beginning of every day, we can do something very specific for each episode, and then that way we can always go back to record it later, and then it filters in, like kind of how we did with the newscasting, because we're still going to bring the newscasters back, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Mark Finan rides again.
I don't think we can't not have that happen.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So
not until we get a fucking cease and desist.
That's how I want to go out. I want to get sued by Mark Finan.
Yeah.
that's the goal. That's the goal.
That's the I mean, the second he finds out that we're saying he has a substance abuse problem, we're probably not far behind.
Hey, we're not wrong.
Yeah.
He's been on the air for how long? He's at rock star status amongst news people. You know what I mean?
Chief meteorologist.
I'm sure the guy just
Absolutely.
Back in the 90s, baby. Oh man. Okay, so this weekend we're gonna do spoopy games.
Spoopy games
this weekend. We'll get a couple more things out. I think I'm gonna put out a 7 days to die video for tomorrow. I meant to do it on Monday, but I just have not had time to record.
Romancing the Bear coming back next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Would you want it for Wednesday?
Yeah. I'm pulling my head out of my little depression hole. I'm just putting the computer to the side. When it's done, it's done. I just that fucking took the goddamn wind out of my sails. Yep. I just wanted it, you know?
Yep, I know.
But
it's like having a toy. I mean, it's not the same. It's obviously not the same because you spent your own money on it. But I remember one Christmas, my dad had bought, with whatever money he had scrounged up, bought me like the Optimus Prime like toy that like came as the truck in the trailer, and then like it transformed. It was like fucking 3 feet tall or whatever.
Yeah.
Someone had stolen the fucking hands of Optimus Prime out of the thing. So like you could make the whole toy, but he didn't have his hands.
Yeah.
And it was just the most heartbreaking thing.
Just like, enough to be disappointing.
All right, cool, whatever. I'll still play with it. My dad's like, no, I'm gonna take this back. Like, we didn't have it. I was like, are you gonna get another one? He's like, yeah, we'll see if there's any. This was kind of the last one. I think my dad was like, fuck no. That was like $200. I'm gonna keep it for myself. Fuck. Yeah. Broke my heart.
Wah.
All right. Wrap this up.
But anyways, you're
gonna get out of your funk. It's just
I'm getting out of the funk, getting back to editing and not playing Sad Tarkov. I'm just gonna edit, and I'm gonna get some videos out, get back on track, play some spooky games.
I'm so ready for I'm so invested in Romancing the Bear right now.
It gets good.
I know, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm like,
it does get really good.
I'm just like, you gotta get these going, man.
Some weird shit's coming.
I'm so pumped, man. I'm so pumped. They have been so great. Episode 2 was so much fun.
Insane is like, it's literally 84 hours of gameplay getting shrunk into. It'll probably be 8 episodes because like each one is like between like 9 to 11-ish hours.
Yeah.
Gets shrunk into like the 30-minute episode.
Yeah.
But most of that's just turn-based.
Yeah. Reloading saves.
Click or reloading, yeah. Fucking. Yeah.
That's all right. It's good. It's on the way.
Spooky games.
Yes, sir.
Game episodes.
Yes, sir.
Catch you next week.
All right, we're out of here. Bye.
Bye.